Hello, Twitch world. Here we are. Look at that. Adjust my camera a little bit there. We are back at it on a satisfactory Saturday morning. I did a little work on this after we finished up. A couple things this week as we're getting into this. As soon as my camera controls will pop up for me. There it is. You know what? It's in a bad spot on the screen. I can't even see that spot. Hold on a second. I had a little accident with the computer. Broke my screen. So I've got an app on there called Space Desk that will connect your dang it. There it goes. Okay, cool. Anyway, it connects your computer with a tablet for a screen. Excuse me. We're going to zoom in there. And then you can have a good little portable monitor that you can use. So I've got that set up here. It's a nasty little break. See if I can show it on the camera. Look at screen. See that? Not good. Not good at all. So I've got just this little portion over here. I've got everything set up on. And that's one. Let me get rid of the tablet now. I think it served its purpose. Got me back in there. No. Come on. Okay. Oh, there's the button. Disconnect. So anyway, for those of you that have problems, you have a tablet sitting around. It works on any of them. This is my iPad from work. And excuse me. And the Space Desk app works fine on that. You could also do it on Android. So it's not what? Hold on. Clicking all over the place, just not where I need to. There we go. It doesn't care one way or the other. So there's that. The other problem is, hold on, where's my menu at? Why is it on R? I thought it was on Q. Let's just go with, just fix it. Let's do fix it music today. Slash my finger open. My little pinky here is not so little at the moment. It's got 3 stitches in it. So holding shift and control are a little difficult. I can't quite get to how to use different fingers for that, which makes gameplay a little more difficult. Yet I'm still here. So we're gonna try our best with that. Bring that camera down just to here. There we go. Cool. Okay, so after the last stream, let me get settled in here. I went ahead and there's my shift or whatever. I put these stations together. I made a blueprint, and basically this is your blueprint over here. I say that. I did a blueprint for the wall, for these little exits, and then I've kind of built this. I might have a blueprint for that. I'm trying to think. Let me see. Depot to truck. Yeah, right there. So I made this little thing, which is the platform that's up there. I may have done yeah, okay, there's another blueprint I have. So I also have the blueprint for the wall holes, which should be here. No, upper floor entrance, roof supports. I tried to organize it, but it kind of went nyeh and decided not to be organized. So I don't know. Anyway, I had one for the exits in the wall, so I could just slap that in there. Since we're currently working on Tier 6 logistics, I realize a lot of this is going to have to be upgraded. Like there's a I slapped an extra wall on here that blends in. It's a concrete color, right? To put these conveyor holes in there. Hold on a second. Oh wow, that paused the music and everything. Come down here. Sorry, there we go. I got to rearrange my windows. I don't have, like, I have the sorry, Streamlabs on the other monitor, so I have to rearrange it so I can see chat. If anybody drops by and says hi. I'm drinking like I'm British now. Pinky up. Sorry, I know. Y'all don't all drink like that. That's just a tea time thing. Just tea time. So anyway, I made these thinking, oh, okay, all right, each of these stations can have 2 inputs. That's good. So we can just put all 4 products in there. No. This will carry, because you can technically run 2 products on each station, but then, if one gets backed up because it's pulling out the other one, you're gonna clog these up. So I had to come back through here and think, well, what am I gonna do? So what I'll do is I'll just extend this. We'll probably make another platform that shoots across this whole truck area, and you've got these already. This is the new paths that came out. We started working with them last week, and I've got just a universal path here, and then we've got truck paths coming in and out. They kind of overlap a bit. I think they know what to do. They know how to work things out. They play much better together than the trains do, because there's a little bit of overlap here, and it's not on the center. I'll have to just live with that. That doesn't get seen though, right? Because if we just you can't see the truck paths. They're kind of invisible until you're either deleting or adding to. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna somehow make this platform go across here to support going over to this side, and then we'll have these, and just use the excuse me, I'm trying to where's the buttons? Can't use my pinky. I'll just use that same blueprint for these stations, which is basically this right here. This is a blueprint I made, and then we'll modify the lifts in order to get those over here. So basically, we'll just take these. We'll rip the outside ones off, and then just adapt these around, facing the other direction. Maybe they might sit back a little bit, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. But that'll run all 4 products, and then I can have trucks on either side, so it'll all be set up. Will it all be used? Probably not. Maybe. Right? I don't know. That's a lot of words that mean different things. So we're going to work on that. So I need to set up a platform in the middle to carry it across. And I think we're going to experiment around with it first and then make a blueprint of it. So I think what we want to do is hit escape and pause it. No, that's not what I want to do. Sorry, man. These fingers just aren't cooperating. I also added power underneath here because this power is going to come out and power these truck stations. That's the plan. I had one of them wired up already. Let's see here. That's caps lock. There we go. Thought I did anyway. Also, I moved that station back over there where our particle accelerators are. So that's been moved back. I rebuilt it smaller, so that's just a two unit setup. And I'm working on the first thing we're going to hook up is getting the copper and pressure conversion cubes over here, or whatever stage they're in. I don't know. Pressure conversion cubes in here to keep this up and running. Full setup back in here. All the ones that were already made are in the storage, and we have our dimensional depot back up. And then I realized that our space elevator was too far forward. So when I decided I needed to put the back row or another row of truck stations on this side, this was going to be in the way. So I tore this completely down and rebuilt it. I don't like the fact that this is visible right now. I might have to come in and redo this side a little bit to make that work. The other side seemed to be fine. Like it's the same thing. There's just a little bit of spacing difference between the two, and I can't quite figure that out. So aesthetically, as long as I don't look up when I'm walking through here, I won't have a problem. Everything else looks fine from a distance. It looks exactly what it was, because I made blueprints of these walls, right? So I'd already blueprinted the walls. I had it in 2 sections, a left and a right. So I was able to throw those in. And I think the ceiling's the same. That's not as important, but I did come in here and clean it up. There's that little bit that's open in there, but I made these walls go up as high as possible without sticking through. So I think we've got that down pretty well. Camera down just a hair. There we go. Oh, it's just like a head floating on there. I was like, I don't like that. So that's all in here. I could probably extend these beams up and put all that connection at the top, just to make it aesthetically more pleasing. And then we just have this empty space under here, but that's okay. That's kind of a walkway to get around. It's all good. And I realize I don't like the way this entrance looks quite like this, so I could probably extend that out a little bit. Either way, I basically moved it back, recreated it, and everything's fine. So what we're going to do today, and why I don't pick the very end one or something, I don't know. I just threw this truck station down here. I try to get the spacing right so these sit... the box actually sits right on this line whenever you're placing it. So these sit behind or right in this spot. An even distance over here. So this should be just behind. It's not. Why in the world are you playing with? I guess the box is for that. Hold on. Well, whatever. We'll tear that out. If we switch to that mode, then we can select this. Hold on. Okay, now. No? Hold on. I'll get this. F, click, and trucks. Now where's my middle? This line is the middle. We want the middle to be lined up with that. We're gonna have to turn it around. Freeze it. Okay, yeah, that little block came up. So we need, see, this is middle one. It is 2 sections back from this. Well, kind of. Let's see here. So 1, 2. I am lined up on that, but what I need is this. Right there. There we go. Okay, that should be right. So it's actually a couple clicks back from that. Okay, so this will line us up. Boom. That's not quite as far. That's good. That's good. I feel better about that. Let me get over here and make sure that looks right. Oh, okay. Yeah, those aren't lined up. Because they're opposites. Yeah, I see that. Okay. My goal is to try to get at least one truck line going today. But also, I don't want to take shortcuts and just focus on that one truck line, right? Because then, I feel like I'll probably mess something up and have to go back and redo the whole thing. Alright, let's hold off on that. Let's not tear those out just yet. I wish there was a way you could just like a wrench that you could just grab and turn this around, right? Because that's what I need to do. I just need to turn the top of that around. I know no one that develops this is going to be listening to my stream, but it would be cool if we could have that. Really cool. Okay. Let's see. I'm used to different buttons for different things. Switching games is really a pain sometimes. Number 7 is going to grab the edge of that. It is not getting on the edge. Okay. Why is it? Okay. One side or the other. Here we go. Freeze that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That. Here we go. Okay. I'm just going to bring this across. 2 more. Oh yeah, we just need a half slat or a half foundation to get across here. It's just the 2 lines. Okay, so then all we need to do is support that coming through here. All right, and how many was that again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Good. That we can do. Yeah, there's 7 of them. If I cut out this, I'm trying to think, is my blueprint maker, is it? I'm going slow. There we go. There's my sprint. Gotta find a finger that can find it. Okay, how wide is this? Is this 5? I'm just gonna put it back here. Let's see here. It is taking a while to build. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5. So I might have to do it in 2 sets of 3. Yeah, so if we don't have it there, so there'll just be a little gap that it has to fly over, connect across. No big deal. Yeah, let's do that. So what we're going to do is just make a, oh, we got it. Yeah, let's figure out how we want legs and all that. Think. What do we use for our legs? Just the beams? Always picks that. Let's see what that looks like. Is that gonna be in the way of the trucks? So you don't want it to be in the way of the trucks. Let's try to put a truck in there and see what happens. Excuse me. Okay. Why did it turn red? Why is it red on the corners here? Oh, it does hit it hits the beam as soon as it starts turning. It's fine here, but when it starts turning out of there, it hits the beam. Okay, well that won't work there then. That's why we test things. What about over here? We might have to go in just a hair past the line. Go there. Right there. Let's see what we get. Okay, let's get a truck back on it. I got truck on it. What have we read about? The truck station? I feel like it's not supposed to encroach on the truck station when it comes through here. But that's not a me problem. The game put the paths there. You can't encroach on the foundation. What do you... Okay. That might have been okay back there after all. Why don't we try? Why don't we just, let's set up a quick and messy little, Can I go back anymore with that? What if I put it here? You know what? We'll actually do that. Let's go back behind that line to the next one. It's going to go on the truck station, kind of. It'll kind of merge in with it. The problem is, spacing-wise, that kind of throws everything off. That was 1, 2, 3. So the next one would be here. And here. If we did it like that. Okay. All right. Cool. Then, let's just see before we go make a blueprint of this. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know. I sound so indecisive. We want architecture, and we're looking for inverted ramp. No. Too big, dog. What else do I have that can do this? Catwalk stairs? No, I don't like the look of that. They go too far, too. Okay, so now we've got the problem of not being able to do the matching supports because it's a different width, right? Since it's narrower. It's narrower. It's narrow. Narrow can mean both narrow and narrower. That's the way we speak in the South. Do I have two words? We can have one. All right. Maybe this doesn't need the same supports as that one. Maybe it's its own thing. Okay, let's see. Make this diagonal. And there. Do. Freeze that, move it out to the end. How does that look? I like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so what I need to do is get this height down. Let's see what I can load up on the Blueprint Designer to do that. Let's get... I've got to find that blueprint. Build a truck. I think that's it. Let's freeze that and go down just a hair. No. See, this is hovering over the thing. I don't want it to hover over, right? Because that's... I just want it to touch. Does it touch? Does not touch. Okay, so if I put it here, will this, oh great, now I'm in the way. So how much spacing is that? Like, I can't do these right if they don't... Let's see. Okay, as long as I make those 60 millimeters from the side of that, I should be all right. Okay. All right. We can do this. We can do this. We're going to just, excuse me. Let me try out one of these. and that, because why not? And then we're going to switch hotbars to this, put a number 7 right here in the middle. Then, can I still get rid of this as a blueprint? I can. Sweet. Okay. That works. So now that's in the right place. We just want to make 3 of these, 1 there and 1 there. What is going on? Why does it say I have a text message? My phone doesn't. Hold on a second. Maybe it's still catching up. Actually sound like email. I shouldn't be getting emails this morning. Oh, old stuff. All right, back to, here we go. And back to that, sorry. Okay, so there's 3 of those. That gives us our sections here. So what we decided was gonna work was, let's see here. 1, we're gonna come in here and go down, make that 16. Yeah. And then here and go down for 16. Good. And this would just duplicate on either side, except for it'll have an end, a certain end that needs to go a certain direction. 16. Good. All right, there's that. Now, next was going to be taking beams from here and getting that. What do we want it to be like? Let's go 9.899. Let's see if we can do the same thing on this side. If we can't do the same thing, then I don't like this at all. Yep. Okay. Same thing. Awesome. Great. That'll make a support there. Still room for the no, actually trucks go through the very middle here, I think it was. The station trucks go through this part. There's that. Next would be the beams. Actually, let's put these on first. Connectors at the top there and there and H. Oop. Who? There. Found a place to land. Let's see what I think of that. Doesn't quite go into it. But wait. We still got other things to do. Let's get the rest of the trim on here. See what we think at that point. It's there. For all of those. Next, we need to find our shelf beam. It's down here in architecture. That was right there. From the end all the way back. All the way back. All the way back. There. I'm just going to be moving slowly in game because, fingers. No, it goes there. The diagonal's not helping me right now, I can tell you that. Let's take that off. Freeform defaults. That. I might need to put corner pieces on the end here. Oh, that Z fighting's killing me, man. Now I need to put corners back there too. Go there, and you go there. Ugh! They can't decide who wants to render. Did I have the same problem over here? Or is it just because I'm in the blueprint maker? They're not Z fighting. There's still a little bit. I see that. If you look right up in there, it's not doing it in photo mode. Oddly, it just stopped as soon as I went to photo mode. Well, I think the sun was kind of setting a little bit too. So. Okay. How does that... Why is this touching the ground now at 16? Why did that another one not? That's the same height. We come down 16. I don't know at all. Okay, there's that. Now we wanted to have... I don't think there's any way to duplicate that underneath here, because there's no... There's this, I guess. You could put that through there. Hello and welcome to the stream. Who do we got there? I can't read that. Glad to have you here. We are just doing some designs to extend or to start adding in our I don't like the way that lines up. Our truck stations here, and I'm going to make a few little changes. So we are just building some extensions to our platform. Why is that not on Zoop? No. Zoop. Think that'll work. Yeah. They're offset from the legs, and that's because I put the legs at a different spot. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. So we got that. We're gonna put this in here, and then the other will butt up to it. I tell you what. Let's take these out, or let's just do that. That'll work. That'll work. But why is there only on one side? Because we're going to do a reverse of this. And so when it heads the other direction, it'll put that right there. That also means we don't need that, because that will be covered and duplicated. So that's it. I think that's it for our crossover stations to get them out there. So we're going to make this a blueprint. Let's see, how do those end up looking? There. They could be better. Let's take it from there, and we need to switch to diagonal. Let's say 9.899 again. Good. There to here, 9.899. Now the question was, do I need one of these there as well? Okay, let's freeze that and go up just a hair. No, that's not up. 1, 2, 3. Place it to the lower end and then go up 3. H. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. They look the same. They do look the same. All right, that's awesome. Okay. All right, I think that is our blueprint. The only thing we don't have in there is power. I might have to just come through and add power into those. I don't know. Hold on. Let's see, what am I doing for power in these? I think I did add that to the blueprint, if I'm not mistaken. They're just in the middle there, so that would be here. Why do I not have that out here? Gosh. Okay. Doom, 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 doom. Frame floor. That needs to be added in there. Forgot it. And then we're gonna go back to that. We're gonna add power connector there. So the very middle is gonna have to have a power connector on it. Okay. I think. How do I want to do this? Let's go ahead and grab our. I need to get it up in the middle there. It sees that as a solid object, doesn't it? I can't go inside of it. That's interesting. What if we go in the middle of that? And then middle of this. Middle of this one. Okay. All right. Okay. Then that'll work. And we just get power connected between those, and we just got to connect one to the other. And I forgot. It doesn't daisy chain. Okay, yeah, I can't go inside of those because those are a solid object as far as the game's concerned, so yeah, it'll be okay. 1 second, let me see there, move that down. Sorry, my screen's really small right now, so it's really hard to read when the names pop up on there. Let's see, what if I... 1 second, let me take care of that with... this. No. Hold up. No, that's not where I wanted that. Grr. Okay, I might have to switch over. I don't know if that's going to help. I'm trying to... What is this? Oh, that just got pulled out of there. That's not good. There we go. Okay. All right, now this. Let's go. Nope, that's not working either. Sorry about that. Technical issues today. I'm just trying to make things work right now. Let's do this. Nope, I went the wrong direction. Let's do that, but make that bigger. Corner here. Yeah, there we go. I can read a little bit better. I'm not seeing quite everything on here, but okay. Sorry about that. Got to sort all the issues out. Okay, so this is our blueprint now. We have power. We can connect everything together. We're just going to manually place our what are those things called? Conveyor belts. Truck extension. I think I spelled that right. Yes. Save blueprint. We're just it's gonna sit in undefined for now. I don't feel like messing with that. And then we're gonna go back over here. We'll start on the end. And those are supposed to be centered inside that. Let's rip all this out. Whoa! Oh, I don't know what I was highlighting. Hope I didn't delete anything important. That it? That's it. Good. Okay, let's head on down to the end then. Okay, so a couple things real quick as we go through here. Let's add our frame floor under that. Pull our power in as well. delete 1 and 2, as well as the conveyors that were attached to them. There we go. Don't let it lag out and delete more than you need to. And then we've got 3 blueprints we need to place. The first one is truck extension. I don't even know if this is turned the right way. Let's see. Nope. Hit H again. We're free. Okay. Boom, boom. See, the arrow should be pointing out. Okay, let's freeze that. Let's see if we're lined up right. We should be centered on that line there and just inside that one. And this is in that. Okay. Cool. I think that's it. Boom. Now, with the same blueprint, are we in connect mode? Hold on. Auto connect. Good. We're going to turn that around. Auto connect doesn't actually auto connect the let's try this right here. H A. That's it right there. As soon as it hits yellow, I think we're good. So that's just inside that line. Just inside that line. I think that's it. Boom. There we go. All right. Yeah, baby. Okay. And then, while we're here, just ignore that Z fighting because it's a pain in the butt. Whoa! Too high. Huh. Okay. All right. All right. That's a problem. Problem that can be easily corrected. I think we're just one platform too high. So those legs don't go down 16 question mark. It's okay. We did 2 blueprints. We're gonna go put the blueprint back in here. And maybe oh no, it's still in here. Let's just try to edit these legs and just cut them down here. Maybe go 15 instead of 16. Maybe that'll work. It's a fairly easy fix. Why? Oh. What? Huh. Okay. Well, that's odd. Oh, I think they were sitting a little below before. Never mind. Yeah. Because I wasn't pulling from a connector there. I was pulling from the bottom of the platform, really. There we go. This'll fix it. Fix it. Because it's the name of the company that I work for here. What did I do? Alright, whatever. Just save it. Okay. We're good now. Okay, let's pull out a blueprint again. That was on Q blueprint. There's probably a shortcut to get to it. I just don't have that shortcut set up. So, okay, we said the arrow points out the middle. Find our middle of these. We're going to put it right about there. We're going to have to freeze that. This is the tricky part. We have to go down to press the wrong button. Duck extension. Arrow out that way. Centered on that. Bring it back. Freeze it. Go down to Get in the middle, see what it looks like. It needs to go over. And then it was just back a little more. Okay. Right there. Should do it. Just double check everything. Going in the right direction. That's good. This one points this way. I wish that would like auto align that too. Okay, here we go. And down 2 clicks. Over 1. So center there. That looks good. That looks good. And those touch. As they should. Sweet. Okay. I like it. Now this should not. Still goes up. Okay, this is weird. So this like comes from there, goes down 16, and that touches the ground, right? Okay, this is what I thought. Okay, well, it can be fixed with placement. Let's get another one up here. Truck extension. Center right there. Oh, okay. Now you're going to show an alignment line. That's lovely. Thank you. And that should sit there. That should sit there. No, too far. Go back. There. Okay. And go down. We need to go. Let's just go down a full thing. Now that looks like it lines up. Before we do the other side, let's go ahead and check this. Why do you not want to connect to the... That's annoying. No. You already connected it. Whoa, wait a second. This must be one of the yeah, I didn't. My fault. No, I definitely... Oh, it takes another one. Okay. Rid of that. Still different, but I think we'll go with it. Oh, this should sit straight. There we go. Here. To the edge. To the edge. Good. All right, then we're going to get rid of these supports. Black them. Black them at all. Okay. Now that looks straight. Yes. Okay, we figured it out. Okay. Let's nope. That's just my way to select these things. We got it turned the right way? No, it needs to be facing inwards. Can you align with that? No, hold on. H. When that little thing appears, you know you've... Oh, wow, that's crazy. Back one and down one. Yeah, okay. All right, then we just need to connect power across there. That was number 2. Okay, all right. It's working. That's just not connecting with our end though. And then we just need to connect power between these two. Thought that'd be something that auto-connect did, but I guess not. All right, and then we put our last blueprint over here. That is the truck station double. Okay, we're gonna turn that around. We're going to, ooh, look at that. It tries to line up. Good for it. Okay, now that needs to come over, so these legs are overlapping that. That looks right. Yep. And then we go back there. We're going to get rid of the outer conveyors. Whoa. Hey there. Oh, just took a while. Nope. This and this. Technically those. We'll work on it. Okay. So this is our setup. We just got to duplicate that all the way down here now. This is starting to look like a good little deal. Okay, that's going to sit there. This one's going to sit here. Now we need to change these out. Unfortunately, they're going to sit back a little further. Well, I say that. We'll get rid of these. We can actually put the lift here. And come up here. I need to revert that. Reverse that, excuse me, which is R? R. There we go. Whoa! Come back. Come back. Now it wants to connect, doesn't it? There we go. Okay, now do the same thing here. That's not too bad. Oh yeah, I gotta actually connect this to that. That. Huh. Now, shoot. Starting to rain. How long's the stream been going? 53 minutes. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Let's not pause it that way. Let's do it this way. Quick 5-minute break. I gotta run inside real quick, and I will be right back. Back I am. Here we go. All right. Get everything situated. No, not there. Yeah, right about there. Good. I do have a new screen ordered for my computer. It should be coming in Monday or Tuesday. So right now I've been like playing with my laptop lid closed with the tablet set on top of it. It's kind of has a much smaller secondary screen or alternate screen, and I have like a Bluetooth keyboard I've set on top of that, so I happen to have access to anything on the computer. But it is not helping my eyes having to read that smaller screen. Out here I have my I think it's just a 15-inch monitor. Anyway, out here I normally have the 15-inch screen on my computer, and I have like a 20-inch monitor up top, which is what I'm playing off of right now. Put the game up there because usually I have my stream controls up on that monitor, but needed to do it differently this time. Okay, let me just double check real quick. I did put the microphone back up. Let's come down to the right spot. Microphone is on. Yeah, it was. Okay. Just figured I'd check. Good. All right. Back into this. So I like this. This is good. This is good. The only thing that I would change would be let's go ahead and try that. Making this lift go higher. So instead of there, let's get rid of that too. Instead of there, if we turned it, oh man, H1, 1, 2, right there. Okay, yeah. Because the problem is this. We want to still have access to the depot up there, right? So if we go ahead and bring that up here, it's in the wrong spot. Can't do it there. Okay. I tried to snap that. Let's get it there, man. Where's that? That should. Okay, now we're good. Here, go. Whoop. Go back. We'll go back and do the same thing on this side too. Nope. Okay. So this is gonna go side that one. Get it lined up side to side. Freeze it. Go up to boom boom. Try not to make this extra work, but I could make an alternate blueprint for the far side though, couldn't I? I could. Top one, and that's a loading in station. Yeah, they're gonna have to go to the far there, right there. Good, and that frees us up. It was really only this side that was in the way, but that way that we matchy. Ooh, a rainbow. Yeah. They added weather in here on the new update, and that does include rainbows. Because weather brings rainbows. All right. The only other thing is to get the power to those stations. That'll be the last little bit here we need. And of course, go inside and hook power up overall. So number 2, there, and there to there. Sweet. All right, now let's go inside the depot and actually get power to that as well. And that's just going to come through the wall. I don't even have a fancy way to do it. We're just going to go here. And we're going to hop out here. And it's hidden, so it's okay. it doesn't really show up. So all those are powered. These stations are live, and that's right. I have all the truck stations hidden off the compass right now because they're in a state of non-functioning. So they're going to show up as like if I turn on the truck stations. No, here. Okay, they're not complaining. That one does down there. But we'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. Let's turn all those truck stations off. And right there. Okay. There we go. So we just got to do this 0 times, and we'll have it. Let me think. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and fix the blueprint for the truck stations. That way, it'll be less work. I mean, it's a little work right now doing the blueprint, but like in the end, it won't be a problem. So what we're gonna do is first of all clear this off because I think we've got that dialed in. Clear blueprint designer. Great. Load blueprint. Can we do that? Let's just load that one. Yep, it's loading. Now, gosh. First of all, let's save one without this. Boop. That'll go in there. Save. Yes, overwrite. Great. Now, what we do next is, and that'll be good because those are already at the right level. Everything exactly the way we want it. Okay, let's freeze that there. We're going to come up. No, up is this one. And then we're going to go up to this. And we're going to go opposite direction. Oh, stand on something. I was. Okay, can we stand up on this thing? Get on there. Okay. That goes right there. Good. All right, so that'll be that one. Get rid of that. And that. And let's add. Let's into there. I mean, it works. Let's do the same thing over here. So let's get that lined up with those. H not lined up. And then up to 1, 2. It's going to go opposite. That's not lined up, Dave. That's not lined up. Hold on. Oh, it was lined up with this one. Let's get rid of this one because we already have one up there now. So that's good. We'll get these two beside each other. Everyone, come on, slow it right there. Good. And then up to. That looks right. Okay. And I should still be able to, yeah, I can still get fuel underneath that if I need to. So that'll leave all the fuel portals open, and I think we should be good. So this one's all turned the way it needs to be. That rainbow is lasting a long time. Okay. What? Let's we'll just call it 2. Truck station double 2. Okay. Now, bleh, we're good. That one. Okay. I don't think I want to rip that one out and put it back in. Right? I think we're good there. These old ones, like, we're not even, like, we're just gonna take out this, right? So there's no, I wanted to make sure that we had the right blueprint for it. So if we add any more of these on this side, which I don't think we're going to, but we don't have those middle things in there. However, I don't see a need in going back through and ripping all these out and putting the ones in where we can just delete those few things, get it done a lot quicker. Okay, but the point is it's there if we need it. So let's go ahead and get our alternate truck stations put up across there. Let's go through and put all those in, and then we'll come back and put the product supports through here. One thing I want to do real quick is just set up a temporary route for this. Go around. Loop around the back of this. Okay, well, got some getting used to with these. There we go. Let's just do that. We're going to make it go from one station to the next. That's all we're going to do with the truck right now. So it'll just be these two stations. I just want to see if it's working, that path through there, before we go too much further with this, because I'd hate to like throw it all together and then like it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Well, that stinks. Now, how do I do this? Do I get in the truck and then menu, Q? Okay, there we go. Vehicle path. They're all just called truck station. Okay. -1. I'll have better names for them, don't worry. I just need to put something in there for now. Now we get in the vehicle. This part I don't completely like. Have to get in the vehicle to do it. At least the trains you can program from the station. Doesn't have any fuel. I need to add fuel. There it goes. Run. Run. There it goes. Okay. I do have to figure out how to get fuel in here. We might have to have some kind of fuel set up to load it up. I don't know if I have fuel being sent to the depot right now, but we can work on that. Okay, truck's going there. That's good. Whoop! Totally missed my standing point. Get on something, dude. I don't really have anything loading or unloading. It's just for testing purposes, and then it goes there. Okay. Now we can also test this side. Really? Come on, you know what to do here. Why are you being such a sourpuss, you little stupid truck path? Come on. It should connect from here to there. There it goes. Well, that's that. No? Too sharply. It's a straight line. Should have connected over here. It's weird. Okay. Let's go ahead and name these. This is going to be -3. And -4. Grab the truck. Menu. Did 1-3 not take his name? Oh well. 1-4 should just add that. I didn't save it yet. That saved. Okay. I ought to figure out why that's not wanting to connect across there. Let's do these. So it's going to go here, here. I think it was already headed to that destination before I added it. Before I added the new one. Oh, I see what the problem is. It thinks it's over there. Oh. It'll catch it next time. The actual loading spot for the other one is further over than this, which is why it catches the path at a further spot. It'll equal out for this side in the long run, but let's see if it actually goes to the other station now. Take a right. Take a left. Okay, well. I saw the other side loading though. I wonder if it thinks it's close enough to do that. No. Some problems visualizing the shadow there, I see. The right? No, okay. Watch this station on the left, on the right though. Like it's gonna load from there. Yep. It thinks it's over there. Weird. Well, let's take 1-1 off of the vehicle path. Let's take that off completely. There we go. See what it does. Okay. I think we did it in time. We'll see. Oh, I forgot about that. Will it go to the right, or does it still think it needs to go to the left to load this one up? Okay, All right. I think it's because they're so close together. Now, in practice, I'm not going to have a truck going to both of them. The trucks are going to have one product and one product only. So they'll have a dedicated station to pick up from. They might have multiple that they drop off at, but they only have one station they pick up from. Loading. Loading. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Okay, I cut off the wrong one. Hold on a second. Let's add 1 back in there and get rid of 1 2. There we go. Okay. I only had those 2 stations, so I thought I could just stay there and keep loading from the same exact spot. That was weird. Okay. Anyway, moving. Whoa! All right, Satisfactory, explain yourself. Now it's weird. Let's see. I mean, they shouldn't do that anymore. Because they're not right next to each other. Is it going to jump across? Let's see. It did. Teleporting trucks. That's still a bug. I'm sure some people will... They just released a bug fix, I think, because there's an update that just came out this week. I noticed when I was loading up last night to try to get a few things done. And, excuse me. It did an update. I think it was a bug fix, but that's another bug. Teleporting trucks is not an intended behavior. I know enough to say that confidently. But here we go. Watch this. It's going to teleport again. It's going to load up here, and it's going to teleport across to the other side and continue on its merry way. Because it says that's the quickest path. If I just teleport, I don't have to go all around this loop again. Oh dear. Okay, well that again with my setup is not going to be a thing that happens. It's only going to be getting 1 product from per station. Actually 1 product period, so it won't even be picking up more product down the line. It's going to go to where it drops off, and it's going to drop off. But that's one way to get products from one place to another, right? Is I don't know how far off that'll do. Like how far, how close together they need to be for the thing to teleport. Or not even teleport, but like the way it was loading from the same physical spot from both stations. I wonder how close they need to be for that to happen. Because you could use wireless conveyance with just a truck on a track. It would technically need to be able to connect together. You have to lay out a path for it, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this. This is madness. We're gonna get rid of that truck. No, truck, not track. Darn it, we got rid of the track. No. It's gonna come in right here. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Well, that was fun. Discovering bugs. I tend to find use cases that do that. Okay. Oh, well, let's get the next. We did that one manually, so let's get our blueprint out for the truck station 2. Excuse me. A little bit of yawning is necessary sometimes. Well, I want it. Hold on. Where are my lines? Let me lines. See, let's get that. Blueprint. Oh well. I thought it would align it with the other one. That's a line. Where's the line? Where's the alignment line? Where's the line of alignment lining? Okay, we'll go through here and put all these in first, and then we'll come back and do the. Ooh, that was weird. Okay, there's that line. No. Okay, so that's just behind that. All right, I got you. I got you. Oh, now we have an alignment line. They can figure out that we really want to do this. Okay, let's get rid of all this stuff. I will do that. I think my... Yeah, that's going to be in the way. We got to get rid of it. Silly me. Where... We... Do. Right there. Yay! Yay for alignment lines. Did you double check that? Yeah, that's right. Can I not run fast with the blueprint pulled up? Did I toggle? Now that is starting to... Yeah, that works much better now. Ah! Okay, hold on. I do F, blueprint, select that. That's the quickest way to get it selected. Now, I am in the middle of this one here. There we go. Into the middle line again. No, we're not. There it is. What? You annoy me, kid. There we go. Meaning the game is... I don't know. Where did my alignment lines go? The other side is far more cooperative. Really, that's it. It doesn't, it's like it's too far. They just decided that. It was good, and then decided, no, I don't want to be good anymore. Slide it along here. We'll find that. And the other one. Freeze it. It just takes a bit longer when I have to freeze the whole thing. I just want to make it easy. Just two more. That's not it. That's it. It's not too hard to do that though. It still comes out pretty quick since we're using a blueprint. I think right about there. Almost. That was close. Okay, there's that. We've got all of our stations put in. We just got to build the connectors across there for our products and then hook them up and we're good to go. So we're just going to come in here and whoop, wrong mode, rip out that and that. Okay, now truck extension, I think is what I call this thing. Yeah, make sure the arrow is pointing out that way. We're going to get it right in the middle here. First spot, let's get that there. We're going to freeze it. We're going to pull it down one and shove it over there into the machines. Right there. Good. Good. Reverse this. Put it in the middle. Freeze it. Knock it down one. Boom. And shove it in the machines. There we go. That should line up the middle. Just right. Okay. Well, let's just keep doing those, and then we'll come back and actually add the details. We'll look everything up afterwards. So here, and here. Good. Active blueprints. I could put this blueprint on a hotbar too if I wanted to. Extension. Just turn the right way. Go. Freeze, sink, shove. Turn. Center. Freeze. Sink and shove. Yeah. Delete. So let's get, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's do that. We're just going to put our blueprints over here for this. So if we go into our blueprint list, we're going to make this number 1, 2, number 3. Good to go. And then that was depot to truck. Make that 4. I'm not using 4, just using 3 for this particular part. But we got them in there. No, it needs to go that way. H, sink, shove. All right, next one. Like that, delete that, get rid of these down here because they're annoying and in the way at this point. And we'll pick number 3. Actually, it helps the center with that line, doesn't it? Pretty sure, yeah, that's it. Sink and shove. Didn't have it turn the right way. That would help. Where's the arrow? There's the arrow. Okay.
center, freeze, sync. Wait. No, that's right. Good. Turn. Center, freeze, sync, and shove. 1. Gotta get flow going too. We're gonna get this set up pretty good. Okay, and then it's make sure it's turned the right way. Get that on that line. Bring it down. Shove it in there. He's there. Freeze that, bring it down. That looks right. Here we go. Cool. Sit up. Can't readjust my posture sometimes. All right. Good. Excuse me. And next here. There. See it? Yep. This is the extra wide spot here, so we're gonna jump in here real quick. Do our job. Go. Okay. So we're just over halfway done now. Or that's the first half, right? We'll have to come back through and put our conveyors in, but dude, this is looking good. I like this. Keep working it. Admire it later. Where is the center? Where is the center? Right there. Over a little bit. Freeze that. Sink it down. Shove it back. There. Come over as far as you can. That was as far as we can. Okay. Down. Yeah. Get up there. I'm not sure why. Okay, maybe it's just because of the things I'm using. Yeah. Go over a little bit. That's too far. Okay. Good. Down. Blueprint. Turn it around. Right here. No, why it thinks it's overlap. Oh, because those corners are overlapping. That's probably it. Why don't I have a path through there? I ought to fix that as well. I already deleted these out. Huh. Okay. Oh, this is the one I was experimenting with. Never mind. That resync shove. Turn. Good. Okay. 3 is our print. Find that center line right there. Cool. Resync and shove. What am I missing here? There it is. Nope, wrong one. There we go. It just started from this side. There's less rotating. If I go ahead and do this side first, since it's already pointed in there. Definitely a thing I could do. There we go. Okay, there's that. Freeze it, sink it, shove it. Right there. Boom. Freeze it, sink it, and move it. Guess it's probably a better word. Oh, okay. I was like, why did... Okay, that does line up. We're good. All right, that was already deleted. So we're just going to pull out number 3. We're going to come over to this side first. We've got some cleaning up to do. Maybe we should delete that first. There we go. Now pull out number 3. Okay, there's the alignment. Freeze it, sink it, move it. Too far. Right there. Then we come over here and we rotate it. Line it. There it is. Okay. All right. Freeze it, sink it, move it. You know this is annoying. Okay. F, delete, select. I did not rotate this other side. It just somehow decided it wanted to be rotated the wrong way. I was trying to do that to save time. Ended up taking extra time. This is the last one, by the way. And then we can start doing the other side, or the other bits. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Find your alignment line. There it is. Freeze, down, move. All right, now we're good. That one I've already hooked up everything. Let's get up here and do our belts. Belt is too long. Belt is too long. Oh, that's crooked. Why did it do that? Okay, let's go to... No, okay. First of all, that. Second of all, that. Second of all, that. Actually, I said second a couple times. Get rid of that. Cool. There. There. Okay. And then power is number 2. And we got to get power from inside here and bring it out there. Perhaps hook it up to these outer stations, or inner stations. Well, but we'll see. View to see. Oh, I don't have power run through these yet, do I? Okay. I guess I'll have to run power through here. We gotta add a grid on that as well. Nope, not that one. Few little details to hammer out, and we'll have this, but we're gonna have these stations looking nice before we're done here. So 2 for power. Come out there. That's gonna go to that one. And there, we're gonna hook these 2 stations up on this extension piece. All right, good. Those are all power. No, okay. Put those 2 together. There we go. Now we got power. Sweet. All right, do the same thing with this. Get our conveyors out here. It's not a conveyor. There we go. Conveyors out here. Eat that. Hook that to that. Let's keep it consistent. I know it's annoying. And hook. Sweet. Conveyors. Get power back on. And here. That to that. That to that. Connect across the path here. Now. This to this. This to this. Before we do the next part, we've got to put our this right there. Go back to power. Back to there. Okay, this does have power connected in through here. We just got to now go inside. Should be connected right up here on the wall. Or grab that and bring it out here. It's at an angle, but it's mostly in the wall, so I'm not too worried about the way that looks. It's kind of hidden in there. That works great. Let's go ahead and start with power for this one. Do the power part. Okay, this is the one we experimented on. And did not button it up early. Yeah, that goes in there. Good. Now we need to quickly change over to architecture. Texture. One frame floor right there. Looks. Back to power. That's going to connect across to that. Eh. Now conveyors. We got to get up top and get the conveyors. Right. We're doing power and then we're switching over. I don't see a need to do each of these separately. Like I could go through and do all the power on all the stations and come back into the conveyors, but I feel like this is something that it's easy enough to switch between the two. So we can just do this all at once. I realize I could probably have pulled from the other end, connected, but I want to be consistent through here. So we are doing it this way. Now come back over to the next one, do the conveyor there. We probably need to get some rocket fuel or something running over here to fuel these things. I think they could take rocket fuel. I could be wrong. They're not in fact rockets, but I think all those fuel or turbo fuel, something like that. Now, can I actually select that from here? Yeah, I can. Okay, that's a little easier. Good. Back to power. Land on the conveyor belt. Get off of that. Seriously. Okay. That. There's that. Alright, next we've got to put our frame up there. And that has disappeared. Go back in here. There we go. Now back to power. Grab that to that to that. It's just a matter of getting the inside hooked up. So let's go ahead and grab this one and head in. Get up there. There we go. Something electrical does make smell. We have to check on that in a bit. And that's already. Why does half of these have it and half of them don't? I don't know what's going on here. But here we are. Okay, bridge across here. Whoa. I don't know. If you point directly at these, they don't have a connection spot. But if you point just to the side or just around the corners of it, it seems to work. I don't understand why that is. Conveyors are next. We can do that from up here. That is a number 3 on my hotbar. See all those particles there. Delete that because I don't like the supports. Now for power. Oh, that's right. We don't have that in yet. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, how's that look? Is that wonky? Okay, that's not too bad. It just barely clips through the edge of that. We'll go with it. Now, this one's probably going to be similar. Or not. Get over it. Get over it. There we go. Grab the frame, throw it up there, pull power again. It's going to go from here to that, and then from that to that. Good. From that up to that, and from that up to that. And then two of those together. Okay. That's blah, 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 this. Good. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to go. Swear my fingers cannot find the sprint button. I keep hitting caps lock. No, I don't want caps lock. This is a mistake. It does not have the platform underneath. Oh, hey there. My bad. I'm caught in a train. That could have been bad. Forget that that's where the train track. I just stand there. And what's it up there? I don't even have. Do I have power on those? Maybe? Oh no. And does not have it. Frame, we'll add the frame in there, and then power there and across to this. And grab these. There. Oh, yeah, the conveyor belts. This might be a bit overboard, this whole factory setup, but it's what we're trying for now. So if some of the supports get left in by accident, it's not the end of the world. But I mean, I can always go back and get rid of them. Next one. Slow as molasses. We're getting there. Just these last 4 and we'll have it. I think we're gonna finish this up and then call it there for the day. It's like they're just barely too long of a run to be able to hook them up there. It's crazy. I probably could have, but that'd be more work. I probably could have extended those down a little bit, but that'd be, I mean, it's like you do more work this way or that way. So, given a modification of the blueprint, we could probably include that. I don't know if I have conveyor belts included on that. It's just a lot of going back to fix things that I don't think are necessary when we could just do the little bit like that in here to get them working right. Darn it. %90 of the time I'm hitting caps lock instead of shift on my sprint button, and I think annoying is an understatement at this point. I guess I'm the one that decided to slice my finger open. So. As if that was done on purpose. No, it wasn't. Yeah, let's go ahead and do power over here. And stand back so you don't get run over by a train. Gosh, Dave. I have to treat myself like a kid. Whoop! See, there's a train right there. Look at that. You would have been hit. You would have been hit. No. Did both of those get... Well, they should be powered right now. Something's not right. That didn't get connected. Okay. That did. Okay. Did that. So those are powered now. Get up here and get these powered. Okay. And then put conveyors in and keep it going like that. There, I'm actually flying across fast. Yay me. Delete the supports. The good thing is when we get the logistics updated, it's just a matter of coming through here and just clicking on everything, every section of it, I guess, so that it's not too tough to do that. Let's go ahead and do that. We've got power on that one, so yeah, let's do this. We're gonna fly across here and go ahead and get the conveyor belts on this section. Then we'll come back and do power on both of these. Since I'm already here, I'll do that. Just click there, drag up there, click there, drag up there, click there, drag there, come up here, and connect, and we've got to add the thing here first. And to there to there. Get out of the track, because those trains will run you over. They're just rude like that. Oh, hey, train. We got power on the next one over to run too, so I think that was the deal. And this is the last one, so then I've just got to start running some well, I've got to hook up all the stuff inside too to get the products out here, because I'm not actually running them out. So that'd be a next step. And then I don't know why it keeps scrolling, just automatically disappearing up from where you had it at. Hey there. Okay, that's it. We are done. All the truck stations are hooked up, ready to go, and I need to make sure the paths are all out here. Nope, see, no paths are down here yet. So I got to run my paths through. I've got to hook up all the stations to the paths and all that, which it's a bit more of this nonsense, right? This was a little more visual. That's somewhat visual, but then like you can't really see the paths that are down here. There they are, right there, right? So got to go that hooked in, and then what we need to do is start figuring out where we're sending stuff. We're gonna have two trucks come over here. I don't know if I'm gonna do it like in the middle there, have the two truck stations, and then just run them in through the wall. Or if I'll do it on the end. I could do it on the end there and then have the trucks loop around, like they'll come in here and loop around here and come back to the main path. The back path, I got to figure out where I'm going to return path. If we want like a return line here for them to go back and just have it where they can come in and out. Yeah, we'll just do that. So they'll come across there, go into that. They might go around this building, then come back to the return line that'll be running through here. That's kind of the plan. So I'm going to get some of that done, hopefully off stream. And we'll kind of take it from there. But I think that's it for today's stream. We are just over 2 hours. So we're going to call it there. And yeah. So, well, I hope you all have a satisfactory Saturday. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for checking this out if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching the VOD afterwards on Twitch, thanks for your viewership. That's the word. All right. The Bible study tomorrow afternoon. The next part of the book of Mark, chapter 6, I think it is we're looking at. Maybe the next... No, it is 6. We just finished up 5 a couple weeks ago. That's coming up tomorrow afternoon. Somewhere around 2:30 or 3 is usually when I do that. Depends on when I can get settled back in. Probably closer to 2:30 now. Might be even pushing it back to 2. I don't know. We'll see. Gaming streams. I'm thinking I'll probably be able to do one Monday morning. If not, it will be the usual Tuesday spot and Thursday during the week, and that'll be with Minecraft. We'll have to see. I don't know. I could do another Factor stream on Monday. We'll see. Monday will be something, though, if I do a stream. It'll be one of the two, Satisfactory or Minecraft. We still got a lot of work to do in Minecraft. I'll talk about that more later when we get into it. But that should be about it. Thanks so much for joining today, and I hope you have a satisfactory Saturday. Peace.